Hello. Another day, another location. Susan from Virginia, Debbie in Scotland, Stevie, Carol, Sharon, all in Los Angeles. Making it work. So hi, Lynn too. So I'm in the house of my mother's friend that was her friend since the age of 2. My mom's 82. So my mom's friend for 80 years. And my whole life I've been coming here and seeing them, and I'm now staying in their house. So yeah, I'm leaving tomorrow to go to England to see my mother's youngest brother and to stay with him. So it's been quite an adventure. I'm making it work, Stevie. And it's crazy because I really do put so much value in this. And I really try to figure out where am I going to be and how can I make this happen. And I'm lean. I think I'm only going to use my little strap today. So making it work because this is not, it's not about having anything with you. It's just you need your mind and your body. So, and then any of you who follow me on Instagram, I know you do, Lynn, and probably even Facebook too. My challenge right now, I'm posting images of all of the challenges in Scotland. I'll be in England next week and the Isle of Wight, and then in London over the weekend. So I'll take a lot of photos here because they'll be really beautiful. And of course, you don't need to do it in beautiful places. It's not all about where you are. It's what you're doing and who you're with. So any issues, questions, or anything that you have. So this is week 8 of the 8-week sessions, 8 weeks on, 1 week off. So next week, there are no classes that are live, plenty of recorded classes, including this one. And so practicing yoga is important, and you have that act. If you go to my channel, which you're on right now, make sure that all the lights are up and the sound is up. All right. Okay, so if there's not any questions, I'd love to get started because I usually do something at the last week of the class, and I'd like that to be now. I think I'm going to take off my socks. Today, hi Carolyn, hi Kathy. Kathy, I'm in Scotland, so I'm planning the trip for 2023. So May 2023, I will be hosting a wellness journey to Scotland, 8 nights, 9 days, and I have done the tour myself many times and had many people come with me on these tours. And so my goal is to do more wellness retreats and journeys and share that, especially Scotland and Bali. Those are my real favorite places to do those things. And I've got a lot of great ground support in both of those locations. All right, so let me see. Yeah, okay, I'll be sending you that information. I mean, everyone will have access to that information, but I'm going to give priority to people who are signed up for 2020. All right, so this is the last class of this session, and I like to do, at a minimum, most of the basic 12 postures that Dr. Fishman used in his study, which proved an increase of bone density. So I will be targeting a lot of those first postures. The props that you could have that will help you are a strap. I don't have the props with me here. I'm going to use a band, but a strap, a block, and a blanket, because that helps to fill in the gaps and to bring the floor to you and makes practice a little easier. And so that's what you'll need. And if you don't have that, you'll be able to do this too. All right. So we're going to begin on our backs. And whenever I have access to a wall, that's how I begin, is legs up the wall. And so you either can go on the ground or you can go up the wall. I am going to teach a breath that I would love for you to be able to add to your treasure chest of tools. And if any of you know Dr. Amen, he is a psychiatrist and he is very into brain health. And so he was sharing a breath today that is actually a yogic breath. an extended exhalation. So we're going to do a breath today. I'm going to count for 4 on the inhale and 8 on the exhale. Now, for some of you, you might not be able to do an exhale for 8, but I want to give you a couple of tips to make it easier. Right here is your diaphragm, and this is where the muscle moves down and sucks in the breath. And as you exhale, it is a passive muscle that recoils back to its neutral position. And so when I'm starting to count 6, 7, and you're feeling a little bit, maybe your mind starts to go, you start to get a little nervous because it can stimulate the nervous system. Think of the diaphragm that lines the entire lower rib cage and actively, slowly control it on the way up. So getting involved actively in the exhale in a way that we never do. It's an involuntary subconscious movement. We're going to bring consciousness to it, which means we're going to be in this part of our brain. It's great for managing anxiety, stress. And when we can start to control our mind and our brain and do brain yoga, using breath, using control, being present moment, that's going to help with cognitive decline, which I think is something that we all value as well. So the breath is going to be, I'm going to count for 4 on the inhale. I'm going to count for 2 to hold and 8 on the exhale. So there's going to be a pause between the inhale and the exhale, allowing you to get control or to bring your awareness to this part of your body. We'll do this on the ground. You choose whichever position. You could also do this in a seated position. You could be seated, you could be on the ground, legs at the wall, whatever you want to do. And so let's find that in our bodies now, whatever posture we're going to choose. And I'd like you to be as comfortable as possible when you do your breath work. So move yourself into whatever position it is you're going to. Get yourself comfortable. Put the blanket underneath the head if you need. Try to make sure that your neck is nice and long. And then you could add a little posture work by putting the arms either straight out to the side or bending the arms. And let's arrive. Closing your eyes, breathing in and out through your nose. The world is catching up to the necessity and value of breath work. Studies are now showing the why behind controlled breathing and with nostril breathing versus mouth breathing. So keep your mouth closed, breathing in and out through your nose. Do a couple of movements with your neck side to side. Take any tension out of your body that may exist. Create a nice pathway in the throat area for your breath to flow freely. And then bring yourself back to center. So I'd like to do this methodically so that it is a tool that you put in your treasure chest of healthy aging tools. I'm going to do 5 rounds of this breath. 5 rounds. Inhale for 4, hold for 2, exhale for 8. So bring your awareness down to your diaphragm, which surrounds the entire lower rib cage. And as you breathe in, feel it moving down towards your legs. Pause when you inhale and then be active with it. Feel it as it moves back up, pressing towards your lungs to press the breath out of your body. Breathing in and out through the nose, the awareness is on your diaphragm, circles your whole lower rib cage. Start to create that relationship of the mind and the body. I'll count you through the 5 rounds, and then you take a few moments to do a few rounds yourself. Let's prepare. Take a big exhale. Begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Continue on your own, counting, pausing, noticing. See if you could bring your awareness to your diaphragm. Feel it moving as you breathe. Finishing the breath you're on, take 2 more cycles. Finishing your last breath, keep your mouth closed, breathing in and out through your nose. Bring a little movement to your fingers and your toes. Then take a few moments to stretch your body. If you are at a wall, maybe you can come into a wide leg. If you're on the ground, you could point your legs straight and reach your hands overhead. Whatever it is you could do to start bringing some flexibility into your body, starting to stretch, moving in a way that you feel a stretch, starting to create space, like in the morning when we wake up and we yawn. And then take a few more moments. And then draw your knees into your chest. You could rock side to side if that feels good for you. And then come on to your side. We're going to come into a position on the ground. So if you need to get up to move yourself, do that. Otherwise, bring yourself onto the ground. Gather your props. You'll need a block and a strap and a blanket if you have it. Bringing yourself down into the ground. Come into a fully stretched position. Try to be as long as you could be in your body, pointing fingers, pointing toes, and then flex wrists, flex feet. Reach through the heels of the hands, the heels of the feet. Deep breath. Take an inhale. As you exhale, contract your core, push your belly button towards your spine, close your eyes, draw one knee into your chest, and then inhale to lengthen. Go slow, close your eyes, feel your body moving. Notice where you're tight, where you're sticky. The exhale contracts the body, draws the knee in, press the knee towards the belly. The inhale lengthens. The exhale compresses the breath out of the body. Inhale brings the breath in. Move your body in whatever range of motion you have in the beginning of your practice. One more. And come into a fully outstretched position. Exhale. Inhale, reach long. And then exhale, draw the right knee in. Take the right knee to the right. Bring the right knee across your body. Hold on behind the thigh. Inhale and exhale to unbend and bend. Reach through the heel of the foot when you put the foot up towards the sky. That'll help to lengthen the hamstring even more. Point your foot, lengthen and extend. Feel like you have a very long, long leg. Using the core slowly to stabilize the body as you lower that heavy leg. Inhale, arms overhead. Reach through your fingers and toes. Exhale, slowly draw the left leg in. Inhale, open the left leg to the left and keep it pretty high. Feel the inner thigh stretch. Exhale, draw it across your body. Hold on behind your thigh. Inhale to unbend. Exhale to bend. Inhale, unbend. Exhale, last one. Inhale to unbend. Point your foot slowly, slowly, contracting your core lower. Inhale, arms are overhead. Exhale, draw the right leg in. Inhale, right leg to the right. Exhale, cross your body. Holding behind the thigh, inhale to unbend. Exhale to bend. Inhale, exhale. One more. Point, lengthen. Inhale, lengthen your whole body. Exhale, contract, draw the left leg in. Inhale, left leg to the left, and then across your body. 3, unbend on the inhale, exhale, bend, reach through the heel. Notice if you start to feel a little warmth coming into your body, a little more range of motion entering the joints. Last one through both sides. Inhale, exhale. Go slow, try to be as functional as possible in those joints, really lubricating the hip joint. Move the leg over to the left. 3 breaths here. Inhale to unbend, exhale, bend. Inhale, exhale. One more. Point the foot long, long, long. Last one. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, draw that left leg in. Inhale, left leg to the left. Exhale, left leg to the right. 3 breaths here. Reach through the heel of the foot. Point your foot, lengthen the leg. And then pause. Bend your knees, feet are on the ground. Start to let the legs go side to side. Go slowly at first, close your eyes. Feel right where the pelvis and the lower ribs are, right? That space in between. Noticing what you notice. As you do this, notice if your pelvis starts to tilt, and then let your pelvis tilt. Try to keep your feet on the ground though, and close your eyes. Notice how this feels in the low back. So stretching the rotational muscles, these are core muscles. These muscles support and mobilize your trunk, your spine. And then bring yourself back to center. Take your hands, move your hands. So let's come into the first posture, stretching the hamstring muscle. And we're not just stretching this muscle. This is yoga for osteoporosis. Exercises to strengthen your bones. So you want to be really strong with this. We're not here to just hang out. We're here to pull on bones, push on bones, and create stronger bones. So you're going to draw the right leg in, grab your strap or your band or whatever it is you have, and put the strap on your right foot, right in the center of the foot. You want the muscle that's right back here. We want to get where it starts, which is on the pelvic bone. So pull the strap down to deeply root this leg deep in the socket. Take the left leg straight if you can. It's not mandatory, so only if it feels appropriate for your body. Pull your leg down, and now push your leg away with the muscles and draw the leg towards the wall behind you. Close your eyes, deep breaths here. Push and pull and create as much tension as you can in your body to create strong bones. Look at your toes. Toenails are pointing straight down to the ground. Tips of the toes are pointing towards the wall behind you. Push the leg away from you and pull it towards the wall behind you. One more breath. And then go ahead and soften. Take the strap in your hand or the band, whatever it is you're using. We're going to go into the inner thigh stretch. Now we're going to pull on the pelvis with the inner. So do what's appropriate for your body. Straight leg. Keep your leg elevated. Exhale, and then inhale. Lengthen the leg out to the side. Keep it high. Don't let it move away towards your feet. If it does, then stop. Don't go any farther. You want to keep that leg really high. Push the left foot or the left leg into the floor. Stay here, pushing into the strap, pushing the opposite leg into the ground. So active legs, you're not hanging out and just trying to stretch your legs. You're trying to pull on your bones. Deep breath through the nose. Try to feel as much pull as you can in the pelvic area. One more time, reaffirm, pulling. Take one more breath. And then bring yourself back to center. Take your hand on your belly, bend your knees. We're going to go to the other side. Adjust if you need. Let's draw the left leg in. Take the strap on the left leg, on the left foot. Straighten the right leg if it's appropriate for you. Start to make that firm movement by pulling the leg down into the socket, firming the leg up, pushing the leg away from you, pushing the right leg into the ground, and let's enter the posture. Push the leg away and pull it back. Create that opposing force in your legs. So you feel that strong stretch. Straight knee. Push the leg away. Deep breaths. Pull that leg towards the wall behind you. Push it away. Resist the pulling towards the wall behind you. Open your eyes if they're closed, toenails towards the floor, tips of the toes towards the wall behind you. One last breath, firm up the leg, push it away, and pull it strongly towards the wall behind you. And then release. Take your hand in the strap. We're going to come into the adductor, pulling on the pelvis with the inner thigh muscles. Let's inhale to lengthen into this posture. Keep your pelvis stable. Keep your tushy cheeks on the ground. Active. Long left waist. Heart is up towards the sky. Let's take one more breath. And then bring the leg back up to center. Bend your knees, hands on your belly, noticing what you notice. So to move on to the bridge, your choice. You could use a strap. You could loop your strap, tie your strap, put a band around your legs, or use the block between your legs. So you decide what you want to do here with your bridge. The goal is to get as much of a bend in your spine, not letting the weight come to the head and the neck, but rather to the upper back area. So you decide what's appropriate for you. Make yourself more narrow across the top by rolling your arms, your upper arm bone in the sockets to bring the shoulder blades back towards the body. Walk the feet as close as you can get them to the body. Let's do a nice, strong bridge posture, really pushing away from the ground. Clasping your hands if that's appropriate for you. Begin by tilting your pelvis backwards, pressing low back into the ground. Push out in the strap or push into the block. You decide. Inhale, lift your body away from the ground and push away from the ground to get the body to move up. Clasp the hands or keep them straight or bend the elbows. Up to you. No clasping the hands if your tushy is touching them, though. You want to make sure that the clasped hands is because the arms are underneath your upper body to get more narrow across the top. So do what's appropriate for you. Push into the ground with your arms and your feet and lengthen your knees away from you. Deep breaths. Take one more breath. When you come down, nice and slow with your spine, slow, slow, slow. Bring yourself all the way down. You could keep the strap if you'd like there, if it's around your thighs for your locus. If you have a block, take it out. Do whatever you need to do. Take a couple of breaths here. Let's come onto the belly to do a locust posture. So bring yourself onto your belly. Starting in Sphinx is a nice way to get that alignment that's important in your body, to get that length in your spine. Elbows are underneath your shoulders, lengthen your spine, reaching nice and long with your body. Let your forehead touch the ground. Arms are alongside the body or clasping the hands behind, whatever is appropriate for you. Exhale, inhale to lift. Creating a back bend, try to push the back of the vertebra into itself. Push the heart forward. Try to bend your upper spine as much as you can. Push your pubis bone towards the ground. Take the tension out of the lower back. Take one more breath. And then bring yourself all the way down. Fold your hands, forehead on the back of the hands. Bend your knees. Let your legs go side to side. And then take your arm, bring your arm up, come onto your side. Take your strap off, if you have it on, or at least off of one leg. And then bring yourself forward and up. So we're going to move on to the seated twists. Do what you need to do. So the higher the elevation, a little easier to have access to this. So either sitting on a folded blanket or a block or something. And if you have a wall to move from or a closet, that's actually a nice thing to do as well, because it can really help with the postural aspect of this practice or these poses. So whatever it is you need to do, once you fold your blanket and you sit, or you sit up against a wall, whatever it is you're going to do. Can't get too close to the wall, actually. Maybe not going to do that next to the wall, because you really need your elbows to be bent to help here. But really reaching back and getting the flesh out of the way is really going to help to set you up. So let's do left leg first. Bend the left leg. Holding on to your leg, so you want to take rounding out of your spine. Hold on. Active right leg pushing into the ground. Take the left hand on the floor behind you, or bring the block behind you, especially if you've elevated yourself on a blanket. Push your fingertips into the ground. Let's exhale, get tall, and then inhale. Your lower ribs, your upper, middle, and upper ribs rotate. So come into the deepest twist you can safely, pushing down with your legs, lowering your shoulders, slide the shoulder blades towards each other. Press the shoulder blades forward. Breathe down to your belly. Feel that rotation in your body. Take one more breath. Bring yourself out. Let's go to the other side. Bending the right leg. Take the right hand behind you, or hold on to the leg to get tall, whatever is appropriate for you. Using that left hand to give you some something to hold on to create that rotational force. Right leg is active, left leg is active. Push down and get tall with your right hand, either on the floor or the block. Exhale. Then inhale. Lower ribs, middle ribs, and upper ribs. Lower your shoulders. Slide the shoulder blades towards each other. Be as tall as you can. Add a back bend to your upper spine. That's what keeps you safe as you rotate. Last breath. And then bring yourself out. Shake your legs. We're going to come to the bent knee seated twist. So if you cannot bend your knee, you could put your leg a little diagonally and bring the opposite leg across. And then we come into the twist. It creates a little more tension in that posterior hip. So I'm going to do the right leg first bent. So the right leg is going to bend and you sit on your heel. So that right leg bent, you're sitting on your heel. You take your left leg across. So you're on that right heel. You have your hand on the ground or the block, pushing your feet into the ground to get nice and tall. Take an exhale and then inhale, twist, twist, twist. Lengthen your spine, pushing down, lower the shoulders, press the shoulder blades forward, keeping yourself safe as you add these strong rotational forces to your hip, the posterior hip, and the spine. Take one more breath. And then you unwind. Don't round, don't flex forward. Sometimes that's the inclination to come out of that like that. Take your left leg, bend your left leg or bring it across your body, and then bring your right leg across the left. Use the left arm to get that nice straight spine. Push your right hand into the ground to help you get length in your spine. Exhale. And then you inhale, rotating. See if you could feel that tension that's created on that posterior hip. So you're pulling on your hip and your spine here in the bent knee seated twist. Lower your shoulders, press them forward to help add a back bend. Lift your heart. Create tension in your body. Be pulling somewhere. Pulling on bones is what strengthens them. Take one more breath. Bring yourself forward. Take a break. That was the first 6. That was most of our postures with the exception of Shavasana. So take a break, either in a crisscross leg position. Close your eyes. Notice what you notice so far. Bring your awareness to your diaphragm that lines the lower rib cage. Feel it moving down on the inhale and moving up on the exhale. Be in your body. One more breath. Open your eyes. Then come to standing. So bring yourself into a standing position. So let's come into the first standing position, tree. Getting your balance corrected here, or to get your body to start getting that alignment and that balance. Big toes are together or a little separated if you need. Hands are reaching down. Reach down with your hands, up with your spine, and then push your body into one foot. Bend your knee out to the side. Bring your foot up in between your ankle and your knee joint. Reach down and reach up at the same time. Find a point to focus on to keep you stayed steady. Last breath. Bring your foot forward. Try to dismount nicely. Push your feet down. Down with your hands, down with your feet, up with your spine. Push your body weight to the other side. Bend the knee. And come into tree on this side. One more breath. Come into mountain again. Posture between. So moving into the triangle, take the feet wide. Keep your legs straight, lift the toes, point the toes away from you and the back heel away. Make very firm foundations with your feet. Shoulders are forward, up, back, and they're down. Reach down with your hands. Exhale. Inhale to reach up with your hands, bending that front hip, and then come down into your triangle. Hands on the block or chair, whatever it is you need, modify accordingly. Try to rotate your heart forward. Little rotational force here for the lumbar spine, as well as a lot of hip joint stimulation. Last breath. Push your feet into the floor, bring yourself up. Let's go to the other side. Toes are forward. Arrange your toes appropriately. Your feet start to make that firm foundation. Shoulders are forward, up, back, and they're down. Exhale. Inhale, reach your arms, bend the front hip joint, and then tip into your triangle on this side. One more breath. Bring yourself back up. Come back into the mountain to rest. The deeper you bend your joints, the more you load into the joints, the more bone building stimulation you create. Choose what's appropriate for your body. We're going to come into warrior two and side angle, loading into those joints coming from mountain, wide stance, toes are forward, heels away. Shoulders are forward, up, back, and they're down. Push away from the back foot as you inhale. Let your body go straight down, bending that front leg. Warrior two. Pushing back with your hands, long with your spine. Grab the floor with your feet. Push your heels into the ground. Get as tall as you can in your body. Lower your shoulders, long neck. One more breath. And then unbend your knee. Come out of that. Toes are forward to the other side. Prepare your feet. Nice foot firm foundation. Shoulders are forward, up, back, down. Reach down with your hands. Pushing away from the pinky toe edge of the back foot. Inhale to lower into that front knee and front hip. When you arrive, refine the posture. Reach long in your spine. Push your arms back. Shoulder blades slide towards each other. Shoulders away from your ears. Deep breaths. Lift your heart. Take one more breath. Bring yourself up and out. Come into the mountain. Find alignment in mountain. Catch your breath in mountain. Close your eyes if you'd like. Find your diaphragm. Breathe down to your diaphragm. Moving into side angle. Take your legs wide. Push your heel in, lift your toes. Toes away from you, heel away. Start to put a slight bend in that front leg. Shoulders are forward, up, back, and down. Reach down with your hands. Exhale. Then inhale, push away. Come into that warrior two. From here, reach. Bring your hand either on top of your thigh or on the block or on the inside of your leg. Whatever's appropriate for you today. Deep breaths. Try to rotate your heart forward. One more breath. Bringing yourself back up to the warrior two. Coming out. Preparing for the other side. Toes are forward. Toes away. Back foot's away. Up, back and down with the shoulders. Exhale, reach down. Slight bend in that front knee. Inhale, load into that front knee into your warrior two. Reach long. Come into your side angle. Deep breaths. Rotate your heart. Rotate your spine. Last breath. Bring yourself back up to warrior two and all the way out. Find your mountain. Close your eyes if you'd like. Catch your breath. No hurry. We're in no hurry. Feel your heart rate. Feel your heartbeat. Push your heels into the ground strongly. And then the rest of your foot. Open your eyes. Moving into the twisted triangle. If you are doing this near a wall, you could either go away from the wall. If you have enough flexibility to keep your legs straight, it's pretty intense. Or you bring your back leg to the wall and you come to the wall and only come down and bend into that hip as far as you can. Otherwise, you put a chair in front of you and let that be what you push away from. So whatever it is, you're going to go over that front leg. So you're going to rotate over that front leg. So come with one leg forward, one leg back, toes are pointing forward, 2.5 feet apart. Push your feet into the floor, bring your awareness to your hips, lengthen your spine as you bring yourself forward. So you feel that tension coming into that front leg to the glute. And then you're going to rotate your spine wherever you're going to end up, whatever props you have, chair, block, wall, whatever it is. Bending at the hips, not the spine. Push your feet into the ground and push away from that back foot, especially the big toe. Create that spiral, that rotational force that comes all the way up into your spine, into your posterior hip. It's a very big posture. Balance, flexibility, and strength. Take one more breath. To come out, you bend the front leg, take the tension out, bring yourself up. Let's go to the other side. You're rotating over the front leg. So set up whether it's a chair or a block, whatever it is you're going to do. Feet are 2.5 feet apart, toes are pointing forward, hands are on the waist, bend at the hips. When you feel that tension in that front leg and the glute and the hamstring area, pulling on that pelvis at the back, then you rotate your body either on the wall, block, chair, whatever it is. Push your feet into the floor, lengthen your spine. Front spine is open, not flexed. Push away from the back feet, especially the big toe of the back foot. Both feet press in, but the back foot really presses in a lot. Take one more breath. Bend the front leg to take the tension out. Keep your head lifted. Bring yourself forward. Bring yourself out. Find mountain. Eyes could be closed if that's appropriate for you, if you have enough balance for that. Otherwise, minimize the gaze. Feel the ground with the feet. Feel the toes, the heels, pinky toe edges. Mouth is closed, breathing in and out through the nose. Bring your awareness to your diaphragm. Feel the movement downwards on the inhale and that movement upwards on the exhale. Heart is lifted. And then open your eyes. Shake your body, shake your limbs. So let me see where we're at. Ooh. All right. So we're going to add on a little because we're going to be able to do our 12 postures plus a few more. So let's do a balance on our legs. So we're going to do the half moon posture. One of my favorites and kind of a challenge. Block a chair is usually better. You're going to let your toes face the chair or the block, whatever it is you're doing. Putting your hand on the chair or the block or the ground. If you're at a wall, if you have enough flexibility to keep your legs straight, coming into Ardha Chandrasana half moon posture. Really work on keeping that lifted leg lifted. So don't let it collapse. Don't let it hang down. Really lift up. Push with that pinky toe edge up towards the sky. That's what keeps the action here in that leg. Push that leg up towards the sky. One more breath. Bend in that standing leg. Let your head be lifted the whole time and bring yourself up and out of the posture. Coming to the other side. A lot easier to go onto the ground if you're near a wall. That gives you a little support, especially with the balance aspect of this posture. Toes are pointing forward. Hand is on a chair, a block, or the ground, lifting the opposite leg. Working here the whole time to keep that leg active in the air, not letting it collapse. So keep pushing up and bring your awareness to the leg that's in the air, to the pinky toe edge, especially down by that heel. Really lift that leg up. Keep it in line with your body. Rotate your heart forward. Half moon. Creating a lot of strength on the side of the hip in a way that we never are standing. So putting some forces in your bones in areas that usually you're not in. So creating strength in many different aspects of your hips and pelvis and leg bone. Lift that leg up. Take one more breath. To come out, bend that standing leg. Bring yourself up. Bring yourself out. Mountain. Close your eyes if it's appropriate. Heart lifted, spine long. And come out. So let me see. Okay. So we're going to do one more standing posture, and then we'll end our practice with some nice twists to take the tension out. It's a little bit more of a restorative, since today's practice, I would say, is a little challenging. And we'll end with a nice little restorative section. So the one more posture we're going to do is chair. Chair is bending the hips, pushing the tushy back, and you should look down and see your feet. So beginning, either putting a block between your thighs or letting the big toes touch, or even zippering up your legs, letting your legs touch. So those are all ways to do the tree posture. Then you want to begin by pushing your tushy back. Keep your throat lifted, keep the front spine. Keep bending, bending, bending. Then bring your arms forward and look through the center of your hands. Chair. Lift your toes off the floor if you can. Push your knees back, push your tushy back. Lift your arms up if you can. Keep your arms straight if you can. Take one more breath. And then bring yourself up. All right. Shake, shake, shake. All that tension out of your body. Let's wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Shake, shake. Get rid of all that tension. A lot of tension. Pick your leg up and really shake it. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Take your arm shake. This is what animals do. When animals are chased by a predator, once they feel safe, they go and they shake. And they metabolize the stress that went through their body during that escape. So we created some tension today in the practice and some stress in our body. We want to kind of keep it in the appropriate bone building place, but not let it go to a place where the body feels threatened, and we stimulate the sympathetic branch of the nervous system. So we're going to come down onto the ground and do some gentle twisting to end the practice today. So coming down nicely, bending and loading into your joints. Coming all the way down. You could use a blanket behind your head for this. You could use a block as well, depending on how flexible your body is when we rotate or twist our body to the side. Twisting actually stimulates the parasympathetic branch of the nervous system. So this is restorative, calming for the body. Bring yourself down. Come onto the ground. I realize I need to move myself down. Right? Oops. Okay. So put the block to the side that we're going to be, to the right side. So move to the right side first for those that may need it. Bring the blanket behind your head. You could fold it a decent amount as well. Walk your feet towards your body. Lift your pelvis. Push your pelvis off to the left. And then draw the knees in one at a time and allow the legs to fall over to the right. You decide if you need a block between your knees or under your knees. Let your left arm go to the left. You could hold on to the left leg with your right arm. Let your head look towards the left. Eyes are closed. Deep breaths here. Breathe to the left side, stretching, opening the left side, and bring breath to the left side, the left glute, the left waist, your left side body. Eyes are closed. Slow down your breath. Take one more breath. Bring yourself one leg at a time back to center. Push your feet into the ground. Let your pelvis lift up and let your pelvis go to a neutral. Bring your hands on your belly. Check in with how you're feeling. Close your eyes. Always want to have that body awareness so that whatever it is you're doing, especially because this is a bone health focused class, we're actually pulling and pushing a lot. We're trying to demand as much as we can safely from our bodies. So the more in tune you are with yourself, the safer you will keep your practice, the more likely you are to do it for the rest of your life. Push your feet into the floor, lift your pelvis up, move your pelvis over to the right. Draw the knees in one at a time, and then let the legs move to the left. Walk under or between the legs if you need, holding on to that top leg. Let your head go to the right if that's good for your body. Then breathe to your whole left side, or breathe to the whole right side. The right low back, the right waist, the right hip. Finishing up your last breath. Bring your legs back up. Push your feet into the floor. Lift yourself back into a neutral position and draw the knees into the chest. Coming into the final posture of the day, which is the Shavasana. Let your shoulder blades go towards each other, palms up towards the sky or on your belly, legs are straight. In a traditional Shavasana, or if you prefer legs up the wall or something else, find that in your body. Breathing in and out through your nose. Stay here, stay connected to your breath. Keep bringing yourself back to the breath. Stay with your breath. Begin to deepen your breath. Breathing all the way down to your toes. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Bringing movement back into your body. And bend your knees, draw your knees into your chest. Come on to your side. Pushing up to a seated position. Closing your eyes. Bring your hands together. Push your heart to your hands to your heart. Lengthen the back of the neck. Let's close the practice with a gentle humming sound. Take a big exhale. Inhale. Bowing in gratitude. Thank you. So today we did all of the 12 of Dr. Fishman's postures in his first practice that proves an increase in bone density. He had people practice this almost daily, he said, at least 5-6 days a week, but really almost daily. And it was the 12 postures, one after the other. And it's supposed to take 12 minutes in that variation. I would like to suggest that you always find a way to bend, to pull, to push, and to challenge your bones every day, because the more you demand, the stronger they'll be. And that should be an everyday aspect. Doesn't have to be a big full practice, but something. Thinking about your bones, your muscles, so that every day you're working on strength. All right. So close to time over. All right, 15 postures today. The 12 plus 3. So I hope that was good. Dr. Fishman, Lauren Fishman, Susan. So Lauren Fishman has a study he's done since the mid 2000s, and he's proving that yoga is effective for osteoporosis. He calls it 12 poses versus osteoporosis for that reason. And he certifies instructors. I'm actually one of his certified instructors. And when I found him in 2014, it's when I was managing my own hip issues, and I wanted to be as safe as possible in my own bones, in my own body. And also I was teaching at a hospital, and many of the people I was teaching had a lot of issues as well. So because he was a Western MD and a yogi, I felt really safe to study with him. So I've been studying with him for almost 9 years, and I use his work. I love his approach. And then I add all my wisdom and knowledge from my own experience in my own body and from thousands of women I've worked with, women and men, over the years. So thank you so much. You're welcome, Lynn. Carol. Yeah, great class from Scotland. Thanks. I felt like it was a strong class, and I didn't really do much today except for go in Loch Lomond. I submerged myself in cold water for the very first time in my life. I hate cold water. I will never take a cold shower. And someone suggested that I go and Loch Lomond. It's called duking, and I did it. I'm so proud of myself. So proud of myself for doing that because I did not think I would. And I really think all my yoga training and my breathwork training set me up for success. I was in there for like 10 minutes. So, all right. Great. Yes, Carolyn, that's awesome. Delicious class. I love that word, delicious. Lovely, delicious, all those words. All right, ladies. Well, so since I'm in Scotland, I bet also say to you, I should have taught my class the day in Scottish, right? We should have done the 12 poses from Dr. Fishman, and I should have spoken like a Scottish lassie this whole class, because when I'm in Scotland, I should be Scottish, right? All right. Thanks for joining me. Yeah, it was a strong class, Stevie. For me, I felt like, oh my gosh, what's going on with me today? All right, ladies, thank you so much. We're off next week. I'll be on my own yoga Pilates retreat on the Isle of Wight off the southern tip of England. So I can't wait to come back and share any new things I learned with you all. And thank you for practicing with me. All right. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.